Hi everybody. This is the first unique character in the string algorithm from lead code, and I'm going to try to solve it. So, given a string, find the first non-repeating character in it and return its index. If it doesn't exist, return -1. So we have a first example here where the string is lead code and it returns 0 because the first non-repeating character is L. And we also have a second example where the string is low lead code and it returns true because the first and non-repeating character is V. So the note is saying you may assume the string contains only lowercase English letters. So I think what I would have to do is the way to solve this algorithm is by using JavaScript three built-in methods. The first one would be an index of, which would always return the index of the character that we passed in. And, and the second method that I'm gonna use is chat add. And chat add, since chat add can take an index of a particular string and return its character, so it is going to be my argument that I'm gonna pass to my index of. And my third method that I'm going to use is last index of, which always starts at the last occurrence of the letter in in a string. So first thing first, I'm going to loop through my string first. So and then I less than string dot length, and then I'm going to increment I as I'm looping through. So then I can use an if statement and check if as the index of and pass it as the chart at I is equal to, let's just copy this code, and instead of index of I'm going to use last index of here. So basically let me try to uh, walk you through, guys, a little bit from my thought process. So let's say this is the past in a string, and the non-repeating character in this string would be V. So let's first check and see the first iteration, which would start at the index of 0, would return L, right? So, but we get an L from chat at. Chat at is the one that is going to give us L, right? And using the building method, index of, and having a character L passed as an argument from the string low lead code, so it will book precisely at the index of 0, right? So this is the return value of our method code. So, and then our comparison, method call also would return L in this case, and the index would be 3, no, 1 0 1 2 3 4, at the index of 4. So since this is repeating, L and L is repeating because as that last index of will start at the last occurrence of L. So, and the last occurrence of L is just right there at the index of 4 in our string. So it's going to jump to the following one, and the following one is 0. And our first method call here will return uh, chat at, s dot chat at I would return 0, and passed as an argument to index s dot index of would return 1, right? So we have also, another occurrence of the character O. So our loop will continue to V. And from V, our first method call would exactly return V. This is the chat at, and using the method called index of that we passed the character V in our string is precisely at the index of 2, right? So our method call right here would also return the same result. So we would have 2 compared to 2, which is equal, right? Because this will return index 2, and this one also would return index 2, because the V character is occurring in our string at the index 2. So since those two are equal, I can just return I. And then since okay, let me try to end on my code, and this is where we have. Okay, so since if in case my for loop finished running, and there is no match result, so I can just return -1. So let's run the code. Okay, expected result 0. My answer is 0 also. Let's submit the code now, and the code is being accepted. So now let's check and see. Yeah, we are among 91, 39% of JavaScript, submission in runtime. So which is pretty good. And the runtime is 100 milliseconds, and the memory usage is 42.6 megabyte. So I think this code is, pretty well done. So we're gonna just clean up. And thank you so much for watching this video, and see you guys next time for another algorithm solving.